Shalom, brothers and sisters. So this next one is exciting. Rome Summit celebrates Abraham Accords shared values. Former Israeli ambassador to the US, Danny Danon, said the time has come to share the fruits of the accords with other nations. World leaders, ambassadors, diplomats, clergy, and other distinguished guests from more than 30 countries converged on Rome for the first annual Abraham Accords Global Leadership Summit, which took place December 6th to the 9th. The event celebrated the 2020 accords between Israel and several Arab states, underscored the shared values of the monotheistic faiths, and sought ways to bring the benefits of the accords to other countries, particularly in the developing world. The fact that today we are here with dozens of dignitaries from all around the world coming to learn about how we achieve peace in the Middle East is exciting, former Israeli ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon, told JNS. Danon, who attended the conference, said the time has come to look at the accords not only as bilateral, but multilateral. It shouldn't be that only we, the participants, enjoy the fruits of peace. We're talking about plans in Africa, Central America, Asia. They should see collaboration helps them. One potential area for collaboration is food security, which has become a global concern in the wake of the Ukraine war. Danon said that the Gulf states are looking to develop agricultural projects in Africa, and Israel will play a vital role through the technological know-how. The partnership will support African economies, ensure food supply to the Gulf, and Israel will enjoy the fact that we're all sharing technology with other nations. We can be very proud of what we've achieved, he said, adding that he expects the situation to improve even more as Israel puts the political turmoil of the last few years behind it and enters into a period of stability under the leadership of Benjamin Netanyahu. Peace and security, peace and stability. Imam Mohammed Tawhidi, an Iranian-born Shiite Muslim scholar and vice president of the Global Imam Council, told JNS that when the Abraham Accords were first announced in 2020, I was very happy because I had been speaking before the Abraham Accords about a time where there would be peace between Muslim and Jewish states, and many people saw it as impossible or fantasy. Tawhidi made a further prediction: peace between Israel and Iran, and even between Shiite and Sunni world, is closer than ever. The people of Iran have seen the fruits of the Abraham Accords. They have witnessed how fast peace can be built, and many remember the days of Israeli tourists visiting Tehran and long for that to return. So Iran would be their biggest enemy at the moment, but that's the ruling class. The people as a whole, it would appear, are very eager for peace with Israel, which would make it very easy right now if an antichrist stepped onto the scene after we left and brokered a peace deal, that even Iran is looking excitedly towards coming to the table for something like that. And the Abraham Accords are taking off, and Netanyahu is making promises about peace. Let's look at that. Netanyahu floats peace with Saudis as key to resolving conflict with the Palestinians. In Al Arabiya interview, Prime Minister-designate urges Biden reaffirm traditional alliance with Riyadh and other Middle Eastern states. Normalization would be a quantum leap for peace. Presumed incoming Prime Minister Netanyahu said Thursday that the US needs to reaffirm alliances with the traditional partners in the Middle East, particularly Saudi Arabia, adding that a normalization deal between Jerusalem and Riyadh would serve as a quantum leap for a long, moribund peace talk with the Palestinians. I think we can have a new peace initiative that will form a quantum leap for the achievement of both the Arab-Israeli conflict and ultimately the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Of course, I'm referring to what could be truly remarkable, historic peace with Saudi Arabia. He stressed his commitment to deepening and strengthening The remarkable Abraham Accords refer to the US-backed normalization deal between Israel and several Arab nations. But I think that the peace with Saudi Arabia will serve two purposes. It will be a quantum leap for an overall peace between Israel and the Arab world. It will change our region in ways that are unimaginable. And I think it will facilitate, ultimately, a Palestinian-Israeli peace deal. Right? This is groundbreaking, and they're all talking prophecy straight off the scriptures of my Bible. Daniel 9:27 doesn't say that the Antichrist is going to make up a new treaty from scratch. It says strengthen in the Greek too. He will confirm a covenant with many, which means it's already in place. You've already booked tickets. We're going to work with those tickets. He's confirming something that's there. And the most tangible, powerful peace treaty at the moment in that entire region, which affects the world, is the Abraham Accords. Whether people like it or not, that is going to be the base of what he will strengthen. And as you've seen now with this Rome summit, everybody knows this. And they're working towards expanding this, and more countries want to join, and it has far-reaching effects for the rest of the world. And now Netanyahu floating his whole peace and stability and security process and unimaginable changes that are coming once he gets this right. This is the setup for the beginning of Jacob's trouble and Daniel's 70th week. This peace treaty is so close, it's not even funny. And you know what? I would have liked to see it take place, but I'm glad I'm going to miss it, because I will be out of here and with Yeshua on the other side. But it is exciting that we are seeing the groundwork being laid for the agreement which Antichrist will strengthen. He confirms, strengthens a covenant for 1 week, and in the middle of that week, he will break it. So living on the edge of eternity in exciting times, keep the faith, because as we get closer to exiting and getting off this place, the devil will fight harder and harder than ever and attack us in every way he can. But we keep our eyes on the cross, and we cover each other in prayer, and we push back against the darkness until the Lord removes us from this place. And then we will rest and party and hang out in naughty corners. It's going to be a blast. God bless. Keep looking up. Keep listening. There's a Yahushua comet coming through at the moment as well. You can't even make this stuff up. We are so on the verge of picking up and going. It's not even funny. It is imminence. Imminence. Any moment. God bless. Have a great day. Shalom.